Can everybody hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Mike. Yep.
Sorry, that was a technical glitch on my end. I pressed a wrong button and exited myself from the webinar. Thank you very much for your patience. Really appreciate it. So let's dig right in. Today's webinar is going to cover the ICM279 Carrier's PCB fan blower post purge time delay. Before I get into it, I just wanted to talk about one other thing. At ICM Controls, one of our core strategies is to build an innovation pipeline. This product launched earlier this year, I think mid-January, represents one of the successful executions of that strategy and one of many products planned to be launching in 2025, covering both the OEM and aftermarket sectors. So this is like the third one that I've done, and I'm looking forward to doing more on new product launches from ICM, as the year goes on. So why is a post-purge fan blower control important? Well, really, it's the air handlers, really require fan blower motor controls just to operate efficiently, safely, and effectively. The other thing is that they have a expected life. Some of them, depending on the applications, they can live from 5 to 10 years, and they will need replacement at the end of that life. This board, specifically designed for Carrier, is important because Carrier is one of the leading manufacturers of HVAC equipment worldwide. And, as a supplier to the OEM market, they also need sources of OEM products and replacement boards, as original equipment boards, aren't always readily available, aren't always the most cost effective. So having an alternative to an OEM product is really important. And lastly, we've developed a solution for a series of these very popular Carrier post-purge fan blower controls in our ICM279. So what is a post-purge fan blower control board? It's really an electronic timer control that provides post-purge cycle to the circulating blower. It keeps the blower running for a set time after the ending of the heating or the cooling cycle. This increases the efficiency by purging, the residual air from the ductwork, whether it's residual heat or residual cool air. And it interfaces with single stage, thermostats or other, 24 volt inputs. So since this is a replacement to an OEM product, it's great to talk about, when is it time to replace the OEM control? I mean, how do we know when it's time to go and our board needs to be replaced? First, the fan is running erratically. It runs continuously or doesn't shut off regardless of the signal coming from the thermostat. Maybe the furnace ignites, but the blower doesn't come on. So the furnace is generating heat, but the heat can't be distributed throughout the house. It just has erratic or inconsistent fan operation, starts and stops erratically, in the heating or cooling cycle, or there's just plain no response, to the commands from the thermostat. Those are some of the key times when you'd want to consider, hey, maybe the fan blower control board needs to be replaced. And what is the value of post-purge time delays? Well, in summary, it really enhances the efficiency, longevity, and comfort of the HVAC system. And some of the key benefits it enhances cooling efficiency. So it controls the start and stop of the blower. It improves the comfort. Um, Something a lot of people don't realize is that the cooling, the cooling element, develops some condensation, in humid weather or in the cooling cycle, and it's important to dry those coils, at the end of that cooling cycle, as well as purge the ductwork of the cool air. And it helps to prevent, any kind of residual odors or potential mold from building up due to that moisture. It also maximizes, heat transfer efficiency, and prevents, heat damage. Think about the heat exchanger. When the burner shuts off, if the fan blower motor immediately shuts off, there could be some residual heat in that heat exchanger that you'd want to remove so that that heat exchanger doesn't get damaged due to the heat. So pictured there is a house. Imagine a two-story house, and you've got the unit, and your entire ductwork is filled with either cold air, for cooling, or hot air for heating. You'd like to have that blower stay on for an extra amount of time to to flush the system of that cool air or that heated air and get it into the house rather than have it just sit in the ductwork. So how does it work? So the board gets a call from the G signal, G terminal, or the fan. The board recognizes that, pauses for 1 second, before it 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 delivers the make. After 1 second, it energizes the blower motor. The blower motor continues to run for the duration of the cycle until all of a sudden there's no power coming from the G terminal, usually meaning the thermostat has reached, its desired temperature and it shuts off. And then the blower stays on for 90 seconds after that off signal, to purge that ductwork from that heated or cooled air. And the right is a timing diagram. That timing diagram also is included in our installation manual, in case you should ever need it. So what makes the ICM279 superior? First, like so many of the ICM products, our products are manufactured right here in Syracuse, New York. So we're proud of our facility and we're proud of how well we can service, our customers from this facility. Fit, form, and function. Replacement for two of the primary carrier boards as well as some other OEM boards. Um, it has durable double-sided through-hole construction. And what does that mean? That just means that its construction has a durability that adds to longevity. So when you put in a board, it's an OEM or a replacement to an OEM board. It's not a step down in quality. We designed it to be a step up in quality. We do conformally coated to prevent damage from environmental conditions. So any effect of moisture or dust or dirt or anything won't contaminate, our board. And we have a heavy duty output relay for the inductive loads. This is not an all-inclusive list, but I just wanted to portray to you, how many of the carrier, models are compatible with the two of the primary boards that we cross over to. And when you consider all the other boards, there's over 100 applications for the ICM 279 to fit a carrier product. Not only do we have a superior product, but we have superior support. We have installation instructions, wiring diagrams, timing diagrams that are all readily available, and we openly share them on our website. In addition to that, we have what we feel is superior, factory technical support. If you're having a product with with this product or any of our ICM products, you can call the factory and connect with a technical support professional who will help guide you through your problems. And all that information mentioned above is available at www.icmcontrols.com. I just want to thank you for your time and attention today. I know it was a brief webinar, but it's important that you get exposure to our product, our offering, what applications it's great for, what it fits, what are some of the crossovers, and Paige, at this time, are there any we can open it to questions, or are there any questions in the chat?
We have no questions in the chat at this time, but the floor is open if anyone would like to ask.
All right, if there's no questions, I want to thank you again. Thank you all for attending, and look forward to your attendance at future new product launch webinars for ICM products. Thank you all very much, and have a wonderful day.
And please
Thank you.
stay for our next webinar.